Alright guys, welcome to Manifest Mowing. In this video, I'm going to give you my updated lawn mowing prices, the most recent for 2025. This is not just pricing for lawn mowing, but also all of your additional services, guys. You need to make sure that you charge the customer and make sure that they know what the price is up front. It's going to be very important. Because if you do it for free in the beginning, they will expect it for free until the end of time. And with that said, guys, we need to understand what is included in your standard basic lawn mowing pricing, because that's what a good majority of customers are going to want. What is included in a standard mowing and how much is it? All right, let's get to that. So we have right here a standard mowing as mowing the lawn, edging the driveway, sidewalks, and flower beds, and removing debris. Guys, this does not say anything about getting all the weeds out of the flower beds, getting the weeds growing up underneath the concrete or out of the concrete, and picking up a bunch of fallen limbs and sticks. If you do those services, you need to charge additional money. Alright, so I pulled this off old Angie's list, and this is what they're charging for typical mows starting in 2025, guys. Between $50 and $250 a lawn for mow, edge, blow, clean up your debris. In my region, it went up from last year. Last year it was 65 was the average for about a 10,000 square foot lawn. Now it's 75. So if I have a standard 10,000 square foot lawn, I'm a mow, edge, blow, that's going to be $75. Now if you want your weeds out of your flower beds, I can do that. Because the thing is, once you do that for free once, this is what I was going to get back to. The customer's always going to expect that. Now let's say you're doing, let's keep it modest. Let's say you're doing 6 lawns a day. In each one of your properties, it takes you 10 to 15 minutes to do the flower beds. And you're doing 75 a lawn. At the end of the day, guys, you spent a whole hour getting the weeds out of flower beds for customers where you did not charge. And in that hour, you could have picked up an additional lawn and made another $75. But instead, you've done it for free. And now you're stagnating out your business. You're growing at a slower level than you should. Because once you realize you're doing services for free, you need to go back and charge. In the future, you'll probably lose some customers because they got used to you doing these things for free. So let them know. And on top of letting them know, let them know immediately. But they say, hey, do you do this? Say yes and give them a price. Because if you do not give them a price and you just say, yes, I do that, they're going to expect you to do it with the lawnmower for whatever price you told them in the beginning. Be like, hey, by the way, can you clean out my flower beds? Yes, that'll be this in addition to the price that I gave you. And then they will either say yes or no, but you know where you stand. If they don't want to do it, I'd rather them just say no and I just get my $75 and be about my merry way. Versus we do it, tell them later they owe me more money, and then they're always going to hit you at, well, all I can afford at the time is this amount. Guys, save yourself the headache. I'm trying to put you guys on game so you can make maximum amounts of money. And guys, in line with that, when they step out in the middle of the job, which a lot of customers are going to do, they'll be like, hey, would you mind trimming that one hedge for me? I just got one. Will you knock that out for me too? And they'll say, I'll pay you a little bit on top. I'll give you some extra money. Guys, don't ever settle for that. Because if it's a hedge in your mind, like, you need to have your homework done before you get to the property. Or when you're looking at it, be like, okay, I will charge for this. If they want this done, I will charge them that. Because it might be something you'll be like, oh, I would have charged $20 for that. And you do it, and you spend another 30, 35 minutes out here doing additional work, trimming this hedge, doing the cleanup. Then it comes time for the customer to pay, and they pay you an extra $5. And it's your fault. Because you let them dictate terms, you let them dictate the tone, and now you got to eat it. And like I said, I've made the mistakes in the past myself, and I'm trying to save you guys from that. So your pricing. Guys, you need to know your pricing for your services. So when the customer steps out on the fly and hits you with something, You need to give them a quote fast. You need to be able to quote this like a preacher or pastor quotes the Bible. Because guys, this is your profession. This is what we do. If you look unsure about the prices you're giving customers, man, they're going to be combative and try to talk you down on your prices. But if they've hit you with the question, you need to be able to respond and answer swiftly. This is typically what I charge per hedge. I looked at your property before I did the quote. It was this many square feet. This is the going rate for 10,000 square feet in this area. Don't say this is what I charge for a 10,000 square foot lot. Say this is the going rate in this area for a 10,000 square foot lot. Guys, if you approach it like that, you'll get a lot less pushback. Usually the person that wins the negotiation is the person who is the most informed going in. So know your stuff. This is your business. All right, fellas, I'm gonna leave you with this. When I first got in this field many moons ago, for a really small front lawn, if a customer just wanted it cut, I might do it for the low price of $35 to $40. Man, I was showing people love and I was showing remorse. But guys, in 2025, you can go to the grocery store and eggs are $7.99, a dozen in some places. I got kids, I got family, I can't be cutting deals. I'm doing $65 minimum, maybe even $70. I'm trying to be at $75 to $85 for the average lawn. When I closed out last season, I had a couple properties at $300 and $350. Granted, those are really big properties, but you get the point. Guys, the cost of everything else is going up. I advise that you raise your prices to keep up with the times as well. It makes no sense to do the same amount of work year after year and make less money because inflation is choking you out. Guys, as always, like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy the rest of the video.